Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Zach with Zach Attack Cards, and we're stepping back out onto the hardwood here with NBA Hoops, making its Topps. I don't think it's Topps' debut. I'm sure they probably had it before, but as you all know, the NBA Hoops is actually owned by the NBA themselves, so they have given the license to Panini, to I think Fleer had it at one point. Tons of companies have had it, so now it's with Topps, since that's where the basketball license itself is. So these cards look pretty darn cool. So let's not spend too much time checking it out. We're gonna have a little bit of a mixer here, and we're gonna go through 2 blasters and 2 hangers to just see what it is we can look for and hope to find. So you all know the rookie class by now. We'll definitely go through it as we go. But let's start with the hangers. The hangers are about $18 each. They come with 25 cards each. And for those that haven't seen these yet, they're a relatively premium card from what I've been reading. So let's see. Let's open with these darn shrink wrap. All right, so get 25 cards apiece. There's a little look at what the base cards kind of look like. They all have a rainbow finish to them. It's not a parallel or anything. So here we go. Hoops looks for Hoops Hyper Signatures. Like I said, 25 cards. Find exclusive orange Hoops parallels. Look for case hits, block by block, and boom shakalaka. Reminds me of the old NBA Jam back in the day. And that's pretty much the exact same stuff on the back. So let's kind of try and determine where the better value is. That's what I would like to show you guys here. So start with the hangers, and then we'll move into the blasters to give you slightly more cards. So we're kicking off with Ryan Dunn, and like I said, these are a very nice finish card. Let's just take a quick look. They are a little bit thicker than your standard cards. Nice little, background gives you or back of the card gives you obviously name and number of the card, all that. It gives you their stats for the past season at least, and gives you a little blurb about them, which is always kind of nice. I know when I was little, I always enjoyed reading the backs of cards and, finding out different little facts about the players. So Ryan Dunn kicks us off. We have Grady Dick next, followed by Josh Giddey. And we have Alex Tui for Golden State, our first rookie. Devin Carter on the Kings. Jabari Smith. And Bam Adebayo. And now it looks like the other half flips over. That's really weird. I guess we'll go over here. Oh, and there's our orange, I guess. That's what we were talking about on the side of the box, right? So our orange Hoops parallels. I guess non-numbered or anything, but orange. So there you go. A little bit of a little parallel action there. Get a hardwired Kevin Durant insert. And Anthony Davis. What does that say? Net 10? Net to net. Wow. I can't read sometimes. And then we get Amen Thompson on like a basketball parallel. It is also non-numbered from the looks of it. Or maybe that's just how the All-Star Game cards look. Let's see. Peyton Pritchard. Jalen Green. Against Dort. We get Dillingham. Dalton Knecht. Walter Clayton Jr. on the rookie. So I guess that's maybe an orange parallel because there's the All-Star Game one. So, okay, interesting. And Mr. Kyrie. Get Max Struss. Ronald Holland II. Alex Caruso. We get Trey Johnson III. Joel Embiid. And Jeremy Sochan, followed by Tyler Hero. So none of the big rookies you're after. Obviously, all the big rookies are pictured on the boxes between Bailey, Harper, and Flag. And then, of course, you have Pond to go chasing for as well. But that's so weird why they made half the pack go one way and half the pack go the other way. But anyway, Rudy Gobert, Devin Booker. Nice action shots on some of these. Brooks Barnizer. There's LeBron. Talking about not being appreciated this past season. Thought that was a pretty interesting quote. Nolan Traore. Luka. I think it's just one of those things where winning heals everything. You know, since they didn't really win anything, you know, that kind of thing happens. Malik Beasley is our orange. Jason Tatum on the net-to-net. So a couple of nice big-name players there. We get a hardwired rookie of Ace Bailey. Look at that. Is that numbered? That also doesn't seem to be numbered. I don't know what the heck is numbered in this set, but at least that's a good name there. And Kason Wallace to 25. There we go. Nice low numbered 5 of 25. So I guess that's where the numbering is. Maybe not necessarily for the inserts. I'll have to take a look at that afterwards. But nice numbered card. Can't even really read that name. Caris LeVert. Some of these are hard to read. Jason Hayes. Jonathan Kuminga. Jaylen Brown. Nice one. Cameron Johnson. Scottie Pippen Jr. Get a highlights card. These are pretty cool looking. Remind me of the old, was it like 93 tops or so where they had a card that kind of looked like this? But Jason Tatum, I think it's just a part of the set. Yeah. Kobe White, Aaron Gordon, Drew Holiday, Najee Marshall, Wemby, and Jayshawn Tate. So, not a bad start, I would say. That was really not bad. Get a numbered to 25, and then a very nice Ace Bailey hardwired insert. But let's see how we do out of the blasters, where, like I said, we're going to get a bunch more cards. So these were 25 apiece, and the blasters are 56, so slightly more than double what you're getting in the hanger packs. So blasters go for 30 to 35, depending on where you find them. And of course, if you're ever buying anything from Target, there's no sponsor or anything like that, but I always recommend using the red card at Target if you have it. That way you get 5% off. They're one of the few places that still offers discounts on cards if you use their credit card. So just a little inside baseball for you if it's something you don't currently do. Let's take a little spin around this box and see what we can hope to expect to find here. Look for the hyper signatures, same. Find retail exclusive green hoops parallels. Look for the case hits, block by block, boom shakalaka. As I said, 56 cards amongst 7 packs, or across 7 packs. And these are things we've already seen. So there we go. Let's do this. So more cards. I mean, we should expect to do better out of these than the hangers, just based on the fact that we're getting more cards. But as we know, that's not always the case. A lot of the times, hangers are bangers. Hardwired Anthony Davis. I really like that. I like the kind of cartoony background to it. Maybe not everybody's liking, but I think it's pretty cool. And we get Kobe White. We get Aaron Gordon, guys we've already seen. Pascal Siakam on the All-Star game. And a lot of people we've seen already. Oh, Noah Penda, there we go. First time seeing his rookie. And Liam McNeely, rookie. And Trey Mann. Thought for a second that was going to be our Con rookie. But let's keep right on pushing, see if we can get one. LaMelo Ball on the net-to-net. That one's a little more plain, but not too bad either. They remind me a lot of 90s inserts, which, as you all know, if you've followed my channel for any amount of time, I love 90s inserts. Chaz Lanier. That's not the rookie pile this time. Confusing myself. We got a little Bub Carrington action. Great name. Cedric Coward. Getting a lot of rookies. Not too many of the bigger name base cards anyways. sure there must be quite a number of Cooper inserts and stuff. Oh, we did get a green, and it's Brooks Barnhizer. It is a rookie. So, once again, I think it's a non-numbered parallel. So, I'm assuming the numbering would be on the front, just like the others, but we'll keep that off to the side anyway. Kyle Filipowski, mid-jump shot. Bruce Bowen. We get Eamon Thompson, Brandon Miller, Anthony Edwards, and Jalen Wells, and Nicholas Batum. So it seems like you get an insert or a parallel per pack, which is cool. Don't have a problem with that. John Collins is our next green, so maybe not too difficult to pull. PJ Washington Jr., man, if I had done a slow roll on that and saw Dallas, that would have got me. So it does look like these are non-numbered. That does seem to be the parallel that the hardwired is as well. So it's a parallel, but non-numbered. Kason Wallace, Matisse Thybulle. And moving over to Tyler Hero, DeMar DeRozan, PJ Washington again, and Wemby on the All-Star game. Moving on, we have our, I guess this is also a green, but it's just one of the highlights. Aaron Gordon. So plenty of parallels. I mean, all non-numbered so far in the blasters. Lowry, Donovan Mitchell, nice name there. Jaren Jackson Jr. Hate having to flip the packs. Sar, we get Kevin Durant on the All-Star game action. Carter Bryant, rookie, and Evan Mobley, All-Star game. 2 packs to go. And haven't seen hide nor hair of the, let's call them the quote-unquote top 4 rookies, the 3 on the pack here, along with Con Knipple. So Joel Embiid, we get Julius Randle on another some sort of parallel. As you can see the kind of like laser-ish things happening in the background. Julius Randle. Once again, a lot of non-numbered parallels. Keep that in mind. And we're going to keep flipping these. Mitchell Robinson, Gary Payton II, Emmanuel Quickley. We get an Aaron Gordon that I think we've already seen. And Khalil Ware. And now the hoops, at least in my area, have been going pretty well. I haven't seen too many of them. I was able to pick these up locally, local Target, but only what you see here. So they were pretty well sold out by the time I got there. So the basketball stuff still seems pretty hot. Jalen Brunson, Aiden McDaniels, get another rookie at Barnhizer, Nick Claxton, Nike Clifford, Julian Phillips, and Rasheer Fleming. That's it for the first blaster. So let's see. First blaster delivered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unnumbered parallels, along with 2 inserts and a whole bunch of base cards, base rookies, and even the highlights are base cards. But as I said, they're like a subset of the set. Anthony Simmons, Colin Murray-Bowles on the rookie. We get AJ Green, Adu Thero, Ron Holmes, John Tonje, not sure on that one, and Tyrese Halliburton. That's a cool shot. Also seems like you get maybe 1 to 2 rookies in a pack. Nikola Jokic on the green. There we go. Nice name there. Contavious Caldwell-Pope on the parallel. And Simmons, McConnell, Hachimura. Seen a couple of these. Crowder. We get Garland and Aaron Naismith. So, on to the next. We get Donovan Mitchell. So, getting some very nice superstar names. Bruce Brown, Mikal Bridges, Devin Carter, Jabari Smith. There's Igor Demon, Jason Tatum, Gary Trent Jr. Wrong pile again. 4 packs to go. And we will declare a winner in this one. Tobias Harris is our next green, followed by Harrison Barnes and Norman Powell. So 3 straight parallels in that pack. Gordon, we've already seen a few times. Johnson, we get Garland, Hayes, and Jonathan Kuminga. Interesting. Wonder how big the set is. It's another one of those that just seems like getting a few more duplicates than I'd expect unless the set was relatively small. Jared Allen on the green. Drew Holiday, Najee Marshall. Our next rookie is Cam Jones. Jaylen Brown on the All-Star. Jaylen Brown base. Cameron Johnson, Scottie Pippen Jr., who I think we've seen like 3 times now. So I'd say the pulls are definitely a little tough on this. But the cards are nice. Get an SGA All-Star. Dylan Harper, there we go. We finally hit a nice rookie base. Keep that off to the side here. Maybe we'll put it there. Chris Paul, still hanging around the league. Torrey Finney-Smith and Josh Hart. And we get a last pack. Can we get any kind of last pack magic? Actually, I didn't even get... Oh, we got 1 insert at least. I'm gonna say, I don't think we got like any inserts in this box, but we get Kaman Malak for the Suns. That's a rookie, so I guess we'll put it over here. Podol, we get Karl Anthony Towns, Lillard, Thomas Sorber, Nicholas Batum, and that's going to do it. So no flag. We do end up with a Bailey insert. We get a Harper base, and then we get no flag, no Kneppel. So, dang. I mean, they definitely know what they have in Cooper, so I mean, it's pretty easy to put those in, you know, make them harder to pull, I guess, is the way to go. But, I mean, I think the way to go is the hangers based on what we did here. I know it was a small sample size, but we did get a numbered card. We did get one of the good rookies, even though it was an insert. So, on this small sample size, that's what I'd say. Let's see if we ended up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We ended up with 11 parallels. So I guess the second box ended up with 6, as we know the first one had 5. So not bad, not bad. But either my luck was really bad and these aren't that difficult to, you know, these guys aren't that difficult to pull, or they are difficult to pull, which is also very possible. So keep that in mind and stick with the cheaper the cheaper hanger boxes. That's I think that's going to be my final word on this one, because I don't know that we'll be opening too much more of it. But nice stuff. I like the look of the cards, and I don't think I'd pay $35 for a blaster. So maybe $30 would be a decent price, and then stick with the hangers beyond that. But with that said, let's wrap things up. Let's get you guys on out of here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, head down below, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button while you're there. You can even hit that little subscribe button. We put out videos every Monday and Friday, but as I've said before, every so often we miss by a day or so due to, you know, life. It happens, right? So if you hit that little bell and I happen to upload on Saturday or something like that, you'll get notified and you can check it out. Name of the game here, guys, is just having fun. That's all we do. There's nothing scientific about it. It's just fun to open cards and see what we can get, and then interact with you guys, you know, in the comments and elsewhere, of course. So thank you guys very much. And that's the last thing I want to say is, or leads me to the last thing I want to say, is just thank you. Thank you guys very much. Thank you for the continued support. Thank you for each and every second that you spend with me. I realize that time is precious, so thank you guys for spending some of yours with me. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and respect yours and get the heck on out of here. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.